Outside this bed, never is you all me. Now back from the dead. I'm scared.
What's up, everyone? I am back. It's good to be back. Definitely good to be back. It's been a while. It's been a long time. I think a little over a month, which in some states you're legally dead. There's a lot to talk about, so this video is going to be pretty long, so hopefully you'll stick with it through the long haul. Like I said, there's just a lot to go over, a lot of things to show, a lot of things to talk about. For one, like I said, it's great to be back. I do have a lot of things I want to show off. Not show off, but show, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. A lot of things to talk about, like I said, so I'm going to get started as best I can. At first, I was actually going to joke with everybody, and as you saw at the beginning, I was going to put, haha, just kidding, but no, let's not do that. It's not April Fools. I'm not going to mess with you guys. I'm very humbled and very happy that you guys wanted me back. A lot of support thrown my way. A lot of comments and all sorts of stuff. When you're coming back, when you're going to make a video, we love your stuff. I appreciate it. I made a little small list of people, the most recent comments. Before we get into it, I really want to apologize to people from literally the bottom of my heart, because with YouTube, I don't know what happened, but when I was watching a lot of videos, it wouldn't let me post anything, and also for some reason I couldn't reply to people's comments for a while, which I'll get into later. But so I'm sorry if you didn't get anything back from me, like a response or a reply from what you sent me. It really wasn't my fault this time. But anyway, like I said, I've been gone a while. A lot of things have happened. I heard about the troll, which is the first and last time I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to get into it because it's been, beaten to death as it is. I really would love to know what happened. I kind of got a gist of it, but no one has to really go into that thing. If you want to private message me and tell me what happened, by all means. But I said, I got a gist of what happened, and that's all I really need. I'm not going to get into names with it, but it's just amazing how things like this happen. But this community is very impressive. It's very cool. Everyone's just awesome, and everybody sticks by everybody else, and we just get through it. You just, you get through the bullshit, and you get back to what matters. Connecting with people, sharing your collection, your life, your time, stuff like that. This community rocks because of that. Definitely rocks. I've also been noticing there's been a lot of Captain Strangelove video tributes, which I watched Hero Hunter 81, his Captain Strangelove did a thing for his contest, which we're going to get into later. Saying he's very humbled and he doesn't deserve stuff like that, but I think you do, my friend. I think you do. I might actually make one myself. I'm going to actually probably put it on this. I'll make a little, Strangelove tribute there. Well, it's just stuff I'd like to say. I was watching Reader 1717's tribute video, which was just, it nailed it. Just nailed it right there. Just everything about him. She got it right. Literally, if you've never seen Captain Strangelove, any of his videos, you really need to go check him out. His collection is just flat out amazing. It's absolutely amazing, the stuff that he has. And the best part about it, like I said, Reader 1717 hit it right on the head, is that he makes you feel not just at peace, but at home. It's almost like you're across the table from him, and he's just talking to you like, hey, this is what I got. You want to take a look? Yeah, I do. And then he's just he's just cool. He's just a cool guy. You know, he's a lot of fun. He's funny. He knows his stuff. Very knowledgeable on the stuff that he has and stuff in general. And like I said, his collection is just insanely amazing. And one of his videos that I watched was way back helped out a lot. And it was, which I should have thought of it, but hey. He had a video where he showed you he cut cardboard and you'd fold it and stick it in your comic book boxes. If you had, like, say you had a full, like a long box, you know, you had half of it full, and you know how everyone knows how they all fall back and it's a bitch. He took the cardboard, you bend it, you stick it in that thing, and it stops it from falling. Friggin' genius. So that was awesome. That helps out a lot, man. It really did. So I'm a fan for life. Not just because of that, but he's got a, like I said, an amazing collection. So Captain Strange Life, you are the man. Definitely collection alone, but just the fact you're a cool guy. So definitely check out Captain Strange Life. Like I said, lots to talk about. I'm going to get into some personal stuff. I'm going to talk about that because a lot of people, some people know why I left for a while. It wasn't because of trolls. I could give two shits. They can do what they want. Trolls are annoying. They're a nuisance. Like I said, I'm not really going to get into it. They attack, they run, that's what they do. You know, they just, your video sucks. Well, then don't watch it. Anyway, but what I am getting into before I get into the personal stuff is I want to thank a few people. That it really means a lot. These people have been throwing comments my way. This is the most recent stuff, so you know, if your name's not on here, it's not that I don't appreciate you. It's just that I was going down through the thing and of all the comments, which I gotta make a little note. But everyone's been, you know, a lot of people have been watching the comments, and like I said, I couldn't reply to a lot of people, so that's one of the reasons you might not be on here, because I couldn't reply, and it's just kind of, you know, it snowballed. But I will do another shout out video down the line and thank everybody like I normally do, with a nice little personal touch to it. But these are the people that are the most recent stuff that I've been in contact with while I've been away, sort of. Hippies Collectibles, thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it. He's been sending comments, you know, especially with my coming soon stuff. That really didn't piss anybody off. I just thought it'd be fun, kind of a fun thing to throw out there, like I'm coming back from the dead kind of thing. You know, I've been destroyed, but I'm back. I was gonna make it as like a new season, but I'm like, you know, I'm gonna ride out this season till like I hit like 50 or something like that, then I go around. But anyway, Hippies Collectibles, you know, you sending me comments, you know, when you coming back, I miss you, we miss your videos. It's a lot of fun, and it means a lot. It means a lot. It really does. These people on here are actually instrumental in the fact that I'm back. There was a couple times I was like, you know what, I like watching the videos. I don't know if I want to make any more videos. I was just kind of like, you know, I was in a slump, you know, a little depressed about stuff, what was going on personally, and things like that. And so many people, like I said, most of the people on this list, you know, just kept sending me support. You know, hey, you know, you got to come back, man. We miss your stuff. And I didn't think I actually meant that much to anybody out there. I didn't think I was that good that people actually cared, but you do. It's cool. Next on my list is King Joe, another cool guy. One day, my friend, I will play you in Injustice. I got a chance to hang out with him in a lobby, and every time we tried to play against each other, he got desynced. So hopefully one day, man, I'll get a chance to play you. He has a contest going. I think it was 150, but I think you're above that now. But congrats on the subs. I believe I did send you a video, if memory serves. Yeah, so let me know on that one. I think I did. But another cool guy, great collection. So Hippie's got a great collection too. I'm trying to, you know, go off the things. But R-95, the great legend coming at you live. He's back. Yes, he took a break, as most people know. Another great guy, man. I actually played him in Injustice. He knows how to use Captain Marvel, or Shazam, as you want to go for it. So be careful if you play R. Dowdy there. He knows it's Shazam. You gotta watch him. He's sneaky. But I know a lot of people have been taking breaks as I've been watching from time to time. And if anybody knows what it's like to take a break, it's me. You know, like I said, I've been gone a while. And I know why people take breaks. You know, everything's obviously different reasons, you know, why people do it, but sometimes you just need to recharge the batteries and just kind of step back and be like, listen, I got stuff I got to take care of. You know, it's not that the community's not important, it's just that, you know, other things have to come first, especially family. Family's a big thing. But he's back, so that's cool. And again, like I said, great guy, great collection. Always always upbeat. He always brings a smile to my face. I feel a little happier when I'm done watching one of his videos, because you can literally feel like the positive energy that come through a thing. Like, hey, you get supercharged. So check him out. Check all these people out if you haven't seen them. Mr. Sorry, dude. Mr. Fix-It Smash. Alright, another cool guy that I've actually got a chance to play with. Injustice. I think he's the Hawk Girl guy. Yeah, he knows how to use Hawk Girl, I believe it is. Yeah, so watch out for him, too. But another cool guy, I've been talking to him. He sent me a lot of messages, a lot of support. You got to come back. You got to come back to this community. We miss your stuff. I know he switched his channel, but he's got great stuff. He's a cool guy. He's got a great collection. I love watching his things. I'm always amazed by it because his statues are very, very cool. And one day, hopefully, I'll have a statue collection like that. But we'll see. So thanks. Reader1717. She is one of the what the hell was it? One of the persons who sent me messages that I couldn't reply to, like I said before. So I'm sorry I didn't get back to you. It's YouTube. I don't know what the hell was going on. But she's really, really cool. She's got another great collection. Another very positive person. It's a lot of fun watching her stuff. Check her out. She's very, very cool. Let's see. Takasa DC Comics. Good lord. What can you say about Takasa? The man's out of his friggin' mind. And I love it. Us crazy people got to stick together. That's why we can't vote. But his stuff always makes me laugh. He always comes with something really cool. I think he's on a break right now, but everybody's got to send him some support too, man. Everybody that's on a break, send them support because they just rule. DeCosta's he's just a funny, cool guy, and he's just got a great channel. He's a great guy. David is Raccoonus. I hope I got that right. I can never remember names anymore. It's Alzheimer's. Another cool guy throwing support my way. I really appreciate it. He's got a great video selection. I guess that came out right. So check his stuff out. Very cool. Leo N. Another cool guy. Sending me a lot of support. Mongo Stomp Time 07. Gary. I haven't had a chance to watch any of your new stuff, man. I apologize. You're on my list. I put a little watch list thing together. It's finally working again, thank God. So I'm going to get to them. I got some off time coming my way a little bit. So I'm going to basically dedicate it to watching everyone's stuff I missed. I'm going to try to go through as much as I can recent and go back. But another cool guy sending me a lot of support. Asking when I'm coming back. He loves my stuff, likes watching my things. So, Gary, man, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Gimpy204, that sick bastard. Another person, congrats on your subs, man. I know you're doing a contest. I actually just made a video for your contest. So, hopefully I can enter it. Hopefully it works. But very cool prizes, indeed. Congrats on the subs, like I said, man. Congrats to King Joe and his subs. I think I said that, but it's gonna be a little weird because I got so much stuff to do. I'm trying to get to it. But he's a cool guy too, man. He's a lot of fun. He's got a great collection. Just great videos. Check him out. He's cool. Next up is Hero Hunter 81. The Key Master. Well, no, the Key Issue Master. There we go. The Key Issue Master. He has great stuff. Great stuff. Awesome key issues. And he tells you about a lot of key issues that you should be looking for, which is cool. And he's doing a contest right now. Congrats on your subs. I think it's like 200 plus now. So, like I said, well deserved. Everyone, keep up the cool work. And I don't know if I'm going to enter your contest. Not against you. I know he's probably going to be like, why not? Because I won your last one, and I figured maybe I'll let somebody else get a shot at it. But he's got great prizes in his contest, so check it out. And, he's just a cool guy. Just a really cool guy. Very, very nice. Cares a lot about the community. And so check him out. Another cool guy on here. Why Not Art? The Bruce Lee Master. He loves Bruce Lee. I love Bruce Lee. I think Bruce Lee's just amazing. Not even just for his time, but even now he would still, even if he was around, he would still whip some ass. And Why Not Art is just a great artist. He's got great stuff. Very, very cool. Always makes awesome videos and tells it like it is, flat out. Another person, Howler Mouse. Cool guy. Always has cool stuff. I always love watching his stuff. It, another guy, I call him the encyclopedia. Very knowledgeable about stuff, and I mean it in the most respectful way, man. You know your stuff. He's just a cool guy to watch and a lot of fun. Coast and Bromstar, another awesome guy. Another thing I love watching his videos. They're very, very cool. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, everyone on here that I've been mentioned so far has been throwing me a lot of support, and I appreciate it. Space Baby, another cool guy with great videos. I love the Alpha icon. I actually have a couple of yours videos I gotta watch. I got on my watch list. Running with Comics, another awesome guy. He's one of the newer, well, not one of the newer newcomers, but he's new-ish, I guess. But he's got great stuff. He's a lot of fun to watch. Incredible CJ, I think he's on a break now because of what happened with the other stuff, which is fine. But he's another cool guy, another one of those newcomers that Coast and Bromstar was watching this video. He said that you definitely need in this community. You need people to come in and just kick some ass, and they're doing it, flat out doing it. But another person, like I said, throwing me support. 123 Comic Bro. Another awesome channel, man. His stuff is just cool. It's a lot of fun. It's fun to watch, especially the ones with the Craigslist thing. That was pretty funny. What was it? Greco Fabulous, another fun guy to watch. Throwing me a lot of support. Very cool guy. Great videos. Cougar Comics. Cosmo the Cat. May he live to be 1,000,000 years old and get the treats that he needs. Love that stuff. The unslabbing is a little nerving from time to time, but I get it. So it's kind of like I excuse it now. So, but always put Cosmo in there. It's a great cat. Andrew Osborne. Burn. He's Burn. Sorry, dude. I always get it confused because I'm always thinking of Norman Osborn, but I think it's Burn. So Andrew Osborne. I know. So, sorry, but another cool guy. Cares a lot about this community. Definitely throwing me a lot of support. I really appreciate it. And like I said, there's just a few people that I just rounded off names that I can remember and stuff that was recent. So I really appreciate everything, man. Everyone, guys, girls, for everything. Like I said, these people on here are the reason I came back. It was, like I said, a few times I was just kind of like, I don't know if I want to do it anymore. But, the support, the overwhelming support, like, you gotta come back, man. You gotta come back. Yeah, I'm here for now. No. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff to show. Still a lot of stuff to talk about. Let's get some personal stuff out of the way so everyone kind of knows where I'm coming from. Recently, last week, I actually moved my fiance's mother to North Carolina, which is we finally did it. We finally got her moved. It was a hell of a trip. 9-hour drive I had to do, which is rough, but it's done. It had to be done. She's all set now, well, sort of, but yeah. And anyone out there that's moving, stay away from. I believe it's Mayflower Moving. They're scumbags, absolute scumbags. So stay away from them. If you ever decide to move or anything, stay away from. I'm pretty sure it's Mayflower, 100%. Mayflower Moving, they're just complete dicks. So never get anything from them. But anyway, besides that, my fiance and I have been trying to move to North Carolina now because her mom moved down there, and there's just a lot of job opportunities. There's nothing really here for us, so we've been trying. We tried to get a house. Fell through twice on us in the past couple weeks. The first one, the bank claimed our credit checks were cool, but we didn't have enough money in the bank for something. I forget what it was. Like we had. I'm not gonna say how much. We had enough, to cover what needed to be covered. But this guy wasn't having it. He's like, we want double that or whatever it is. So we kind of lost the house that we really wanted. We found another one that we really liked too. So it's kind of like evens out. And we were looking at this house. It was right up our alley. It was a nice price. We're like, we can manage this. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, it's got great rooms. I can man cave this, man cave that. Blah blah blah. And we told the guy, we're like, listen, we're interested, we want it, let's do this. And the guy's like, cool, he did the paperwork, everything, we're getting ready to sign. We found out that it was fake. Anyway, we caught it just in time. The guy was full of shit. It wasn't even his house, so it was a nice surprise. So we kind of lost that one. Now we're kind of looking into apartments, same area where we sold the houses, because at least we figured if we get the apartment, it's a step closer. We're down there. We can set everything up, and then we can look for houses while we're, down there. It's a lot easier. Um, so we're trying. We're working on that right now. We're filling out applications for it, which is a bitch because they actually charge you to fill out applications. But if we get them, we found one that we really, really did like when we were down there, and they said everything was cool. Like I said, we're filling out the application. If we're approved, which I think we're gonna be, because if everything was cool, I don't see why we wouldn't be. But they said we can move in the latest July 10th, so I might be out of here pretty quick. So if there's no videos, it's because I'm moving. But we'll see how that goes. It actually really was a pretty cool apartment. I was impressed. I mean, the apartment that they had was like a mansion compared to where I am now, for cheaper. And we're allowed to have pets, so I can finally get my dog. That'd be cool. But anyway, we came back, and of course, the way my luck is, I have the Peter Parker luck. I come back to find out that my father's in the hospital. I haven't seen him in a year. My father, I've mentioned a lot, is kind of like a nomad. He kind of just, because he's a gambler, he kind of just skips around. But he's not a kid anymore. He's 71. He just had his birthday. Last year when I saw him, he wound up having a heart attack, pretty bad heart attack. He wound up in the hospital, and while he was there, he actually suffered 2 strokes. Once they got over the heart attack thing, so he got nailed pretty bad, last year. It was just. Now he walks with a cane because of it. It messed him up, and it happens. That stuff will really, it kicks your ass if you make it through. It's rough. My aunt suffered a lot of strokes, and she's made it through, but she got wrecked from it. So it's no joke. But apparently, the end of May, my father had suffered a minor stroke. He was in the hospital for a couple of days. They let him go. He's like, I'm good to go. And last week, the day I was leaving from North Carolina to come here, he suffered a major heart attack again. And while he was in the hospital, he suffered a couple more strokes. But he's a tough old man, he's still around. I saw him past couple days. I've been going to visit him. He's doing better. Every day he seems to be being a little better, which is cool. He's pissed that he's there because he wants to go out and gamble. But I told him, you got to stick around. You gotta relax. Don't disappear. You got to get better before you can move around. But unfortunately, what this stroke did, it really messed up his legs pretty bad. They're claiming he might need a wheelchair. Because he even said like his left leg is like still twitching, but his right leg he has like no power on. He can't stand on it at all. It just kind of collapses underneath him. But the doctor was claiming that he's doing all right. They're gonna keep him for a while just to see if he can walk, and then they're gonna decide what they're gonna do. But he's alive, so that's cool. It just sucks coming back to like news like that. It's like, oh hey, all this stuff's going on, but hey, we're gonna throw another one at you. But like I said, I thank God he's alive. That's the main thing, walking, not walking. I don't think it really matters to him as long as he's around. But so there's that. Interesting thing. Like I said, this is a bit long video. My fiance's mother actually lives a couple blocks away from Lizard Lick Towing, which I have a lot of photos of. Which I was kind of debating whether or not to go knock on their office door and say, hey, I watch your show. But if you want to see those, let me know. I'll throw them on the next video. Very interesting. But anyway, let me get to some other stuff, because personal things are just like, dude, where's the books, where's the cool stuff? I'm gonna show you. I got this from a mock time, just a little free giveaway thing. I just thought it was cool. I'm actually on a pull list now, which is pretty damn good. About friggin' time. I'm not really a fan of pull lists, but you know what, I had to do it because it just it was getting out of hand. Like I was missing so many things, and I'm just tired of paying for so much shipping costs from Midtown. It's kind of a bitch. So I was like, you know what? I went to Bailey's when I came back, and I'm like, listen, I really need to be on a pull list. I was like, I really want these issues, and I'm just getting tired of missing them. And I talked over my fiance. We were going over our finances, and there's a very small little budget for my comic books for right now. So she's cool. She's like, let's. I know you like this stuff, and I know you really enjoy talking about it constantly. So she's like, we're gonna figure it out, and so you can get a small amount. So I got a pretty good pull list going. I kind of split it between Bailey's and a mock time. Mock time, I finally got a pull list going, which is cool. Not many books, but to me, it's the ones I really like. Uncanny Avengers, Superior Spider-Man, Avenging Spider-Man, Wolverine, Savage Wolverine, all new X-Men, A vs. X. I think that was it. Yeah, I believe so. I might put Deadpool on there because Deadpool was actually. I'm going to get into that later, but who knows? No DC titles because I'm just like, I'll get to them. But there's that. So I finally got to pull this, which is cool. It's nice. Saves me a little bit of trouble. But got a lot of comics to show, which I'm going to get into. But first, my fiance got me this yesterday. She found it in Target. I don't know if it's Black Adam or Shazam. But it's a cool little cup. She thought it was cool looking. She's like, yeah. And she didn't even know it was, DC, but very cool. Yeah, actually, Callie's Collectibles got me into these, and I'm kind of was obsessed. Well, not really obsessed, but I was just like, they're pretty cool. It's the noggins, the little noggin figures, and I actually won a little while ago from Warbound. I forget what the number is, but another cool guy, cool stuff. I won one of his contests, and he actually sent me some rare noggins as part of the contest, which was cool. He had sent me, I showed this before, but I got an ultra rare Doc Ock, the ultra rare Spider-Man, the ultra rare War Machine, and I had gotten from the contest as well. I got Silver Surfer, which was just awesome. I really like him. Just a cool surfboard. Just his face is cool. But when I was in North Carolina, I went to Walgreens and I saw them. They were on sale. They were like $1 a bag. I'm like, cool, so I bought a lot of them, and I got a few doubles. I'm not gonna lie, I got like 4 Hulks now, and like 6 Beasts, and a couple Carnages, and some Sabretooths, some Mystiques, Mysterios. I got a couple, some, but I did get a lot that I didn't have, so I was kind of happy. I opened one pack, and I got another ultra rare Doc Ock, so I got 2 of them, but that's cool. And also in that pack was one that I really wanted, Human Torch. Looks like a little fireball. I got Colossus and Rogue. There's a little ponytail. Then it was funny. I thought this was actually hilarious because I opened up the pack and I got Jean Grey and Cyclops, which is cool. It should be together. And I opened up another pack and I got 2 characters that I really, really wanted. Black Cat and the Juggernaut. I was just amazed. I'm like, wow, alright, cool. Then I opened up another pack, which was interesting. I got Venom and the Black Suit Spider-Man. Another pack, I had got Spider-Man and Daredevil. Another pack, I got The Thing and the Black Panther. Another pack, I got Wolverine and Mr. Fantastic, which I actually got a couple doubles of. I got Storm. And another pack was really cool. I got Galactus and the Ghost Rider. Very cool. So those are some of the ones I got. Now we're going to move on to books, because that's the most important thing here. Other than the community, it's the most important thing. Now, you're going to see a lot of stuff that's been out a while, but like I said, I haven't gone in a while, so... But, what can I tell you? Green Lantern number 20, which was a $7.99 price tag. I was a little pissed, but when I actually got this book and I looked at it, it was worth it. It was actually worth the money, and I'm going to tell you why. Not only was it cool, it was a good storyline. I actually liked the Wrath of the First Lantern. But this is the way they need... If they're going to do a $7.99 book, like they've had with, like, Spider-Man... What was it, 600? 700? Sorry, 700. And I think it was the Batman one they had. It was like, they were flimsy, they were, books. But this thing looks like a trade paperback. You can kind of see it. Very, very thick. It was well done. They have like really cool splash pages in between certain parts of the story. This was actually a really good book. So all the publishers out there, if you're going to do a $7.99 issue in the future, you make it look like this. You make it solid like this and worth every penny. Yeah, I said it. Moving on. Green Lantern number 21. I have read all these. If you want a review, let me know. If you want to see my entire Noggins collection, which isn't that much more than what I showed you, let me know. I'll show you. Batman Detective Comics number 21. Very interesting. Batman number 20. Fights Clayface. Batman: The Dark Knight, number 20, The Mad Hatter. Injustice: Gods Among Us, number 5. Love this book so far. Well, there's not many left to it, but the game is incredible. I got, the download characters, Batgirl, Lobo, Scorpion. And interesting side note there, it's funny, my friends actually call me the Giant Killer now in this thing, because I'll go into lobbies and they'll have people that have like thousands of wins. There's one guy I fought, it was kind of funny. I looked at his profile. He had 4,876 wins and 400 losses. And he was ranked like, I think, like number 10 or something like that. Whatever. But he was kind of a dick, and he was a really extremely cheap Joker player. And me, whenever I play, I don't pick the same character over and over again because it's just boring and gets annoying. Me, if I win, like especially King of the Hill, that's usually where I play. If I'm in King of the Hill and I beat somebody, like, and I become the king, the next person I fight, I won't use the character I used beforehand. Like, I'm very good with Nightwing. I've actually gotten better. I can kick a lot of ass with him, toot my own horn. I can use him really cheaply. I'm going to throw that out there because I've been known to cheat people out, but only when you deserve it. If you do stupid shit, you try to cheat me out, I'm going to come right back at you. Or if you piss me off in any way, I'm going to pick Nightwing and go after you. But I was in this lobby. This guy had like 50-something wins, and everyone was pissed because he was just a dick. Just constantly picked the Joker over and over again. It was the Joker, and then or Batgirl and Scorpion, but mostly it was just the Joker over and over and over again. He was extremely cheap, especially if he got you in the corner. It was ridiculous. And I'm looking at this thing, I was like, there's no way in hell I'm going to kick this guy's ass. He's too cheap. But then I'm like, you know what? To beat somebody cheap, to beat a spammer / cheap character, you got to do what they do. Sometimes you got to go to their level. And my friends are like, we're going to get out of here. This is just ridiculous. We've lost like way too many times. This guy is just really annoying. I'm like, what the hell? This is one of the reasons why I should never give up. And I'm like, what the hell? I'll give it a shot. I go against this guy, and I knew exactly what he was going to do. Like, that's the good thing about, like, when you come in, like, underneath in the King of the Hill and you watch them play, you can kind of figure out exactly what they're going to do. And this guy had a pattern, and I knew what the pattern was, and I just whipped his ass. And it's funny because you're a douchebag if on your profile it says, don't message me or I'm going to block you. So you must be getting enough messages where it's annoying. So it just shows that you're a douchebag. So I kicked his ass, pretty bad actually. I knew what he was going to do. I knew all his stuff. I knew how to counter it. And he sends me a message, he's like, really? He's like, he's like, you're a crappy player, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, if I'm so crappy, how did I beat you? Anyway, back to the books. Justice League of America number 4. A lot of people don't even know about this issue. This is the death of Catwoman. She dies at the end. She gets shot in the head. Maybe you do know. Now you know. Sorry. But this is probably one of those ones you want to pick up. It's definitely a shock value issue. But, she dies. So I got this from free. Jesus. Oh, free. From Mock Time. Valiant. Free comic book day. He just threw it in there. He's like, here you go. I'm like, cool. Uncanny Avengers. This is an Age of Ultron tie-in number 8, which I didn't know at the time. I thought it was Uncanny Avengers number 8, and it was a tie-in, and it really sucked ass. It was really boring. Quite honestly, the tie-ins for Age of Ultron I'm staying away from because they just haven't been good. I'm just like, this kind of sucks. A+X number 8. I like these. There's only been one bad one. That was the one with Iron Fist, but all the rest have been just cool little stories. Wolverine the X-Men number 29. This actually was pretty cool. It shows like the future of Wolverine. But I picked this up sporadically. I'm not really a huge fan of this book. I mean, some of them have been cool, but other than just like, alright, I just don't see Wolverine. I know it's like, you gotta change stuff, you gotta make it, relevant, I guess, and change things up so people buy it, but I just never saw Wolverine as like the teacher type. He's always used to be a loner, but they're just like switching him completely around. I'm like, I know why they have him doing what he's doing, because out of respect for Xavier, but whatever. Age of Ultron book 8, interesting book. Book 9, which is really cool. I like this one. I think like number 10 is the last one. That's the debut of, I think it's Arya, her name is, from Spawn. So I ordered that one. This title I did drop, and I'm regretting it, because now I'm going to go back and get the other issues. I saw this cover, and I'm like, I have to get this. It's Deadpool number 9 with the sharks. This actually was a cool issue. And number 10, with Spider-Man. Very, very cool. Captain America number 7. Savage Wolverine number 5. X-Men number 1, which I actually do have one of these coming to me. I had ordered it. It's signed by the writers and artists. I ordered that, and I think Superman Unchained signed by Jim Lee. I think it was signed by Jim Lee. One of them was signed. And also the Age of Ultron book 10, so it's like coming. I don't know when that's coming around, but yeah, I ordered them just to be safe. I'm like, the hell with it. Venom number 35. And this one I have all of them now, and I haven't read any of them. I've been waiting to get all of them before and go back and read them. But this is Daredevil End of Days 8 of 8. It's a cool cover. Now I'm gonna actually go back and read them all. Gives me something to do. All New X-Men number 12. This was actually a pretty heartfelt story where the young Cyclops meets Havoc. It's pretty cool. Thanos Rising number 3, where Thanos is a whore, getting some space ass. Superior Spider-Man number 11. Very, very cool. Avenging Spider-Man number 21. And the rest of these I'm going to show you. I actually got North Carolina for a really cheap price. Unfortunately, I kind of got dicked over in a way. Well, not really, but I went there, looked up all these comic book stores that were in North Carolina, the surrounding areas that I was going to be in. I told my fiance, like, I want to look at these things, and she's like, it's all right, we had like one day we could just, goof off and kind of look around. So we went to a couple comic book stores. I was a little disappointed. I went to one comic book store. Where is the? I'm trying to see where the thing is. Damn, no, I can't remember what it was. I'll have to get back to you on that one. But I went to one of them in North Carolina, next to in Raleigh, and it was a nice store. It was actually quite nice. It was very clean. Everything was really cool. They had a lot of old books, but a lot of them. The problem is that the books that he had, the back issues, were extremely high priced. It was actually a little ridiculous on certain things. He did have a few. He had the first appearance of Green Goblin, Amazing Spider-Man number 14, and I saw that. I'm like, oh my god! I started drilling. I was like, oh man. And when I saw the price for what it was, I'm like, no. He wanted $425 for it, and the cover was like shot, like literally like over Spider-Man. There was this giant black like dot, so you kind of just saw Spider-Man's like hand, but you didn't see the rest of Spider-Man. And the Green Goblin, there was like a big rip going over his thing, and I'm like, there's no way in hell that I would ever pay $400 for that issue the way that was. Like, if it was a better cover, I don't know if I paid the $400, but it was close. I was like, hey. And they had the first appearance of the Juggernaut. He wanted $350 for it, and that was another thing that was just, it was shot. I'm like, there's just no way, man. So, I mean, they were very nice people. My fiance actually bought Walking Dead trade paperback. She got like number 1 and number 2 for like dirt cheap. Volume 1, she only paid like $4 for it because it had like a little rip on the back, and they gave it to her for $4. And Volume 2, I think she paid like $6 for. So it was really cool because it had like a little itty bitty like tear in the bottom of one of the pages. She's like, I don't care. She goes, it's really cheap. I'll take it. So she was happy. I went to look at a lot of the back issues of Spider-Man, and they were just way too priced, way too high priced. It was a little insane. Some of the books, they were like, he was charging $15, and they were like $3 books. So a little pissed off. So I didn't buy anything. Went to go in for another comic book store. It was called Foundation's Edge. That one I actually have written down. Doesn't exist. Had the address, had the number, called the number, and it was a busy signal, and I'm like, alright, and we went looking for it. Doesn't exist. Another one doesn't exist, sort of. Well, I'm not really 100%. Ultimate Comics had 5 locations, and we went to 3 of them and couldn't find it, so I don't know. So I was kind of pissed off. I went to another one, Chapel Hill Comics, which was a joke. Well, not really, but, I walked in, I'm like, really? They had no back issues whatsoever of anything. It was basically, you walked in on the right side, which is every kind of new issue you can think of, which was cool. So they had that, and they did have a lot of trade paperbacks in the middle and on the side. So it was a lot of trade paperbacks on the new issues. That's all it was. And I was just like, hey. But my fiance's sister, she bought something she liked, so everybody won. But then I did find it wasn't a comic book store, it was actually like a little, um, not really a flea market, but I guess like just like a little stand, I guess. We were looking at this thing, we were near a place called Food Lion, which I didn't know exists, but apparently that's what they have down there. And next to it was like a little fair kind of thing going on, and this guy had um, like a little stand, and he had all the comic books, and I'm like, ooh, ooh, yay, yay! And I got these back issues, really dirt cheap. So it's very very cool. I was very happy that I found a few that I needed. So I'm going to show you those. So this is a long issue, thing. So I'm going to speed up a little bit. I got Amazing Spider-Man number 398. With this issue, it now completes my 300 run. I basically have 298, all the 300s and most of the 400s, so it's pretty cool. So I finally completed the 300s. Amazing Spider-Man 401. Gotta go through these fast, like I said, it's a long video. Number 404. 406. As you can see the theme. 407. 408. 409. 411. 412. 413. 425. And last but not least, 627. Now, like I said, I got these dirt cheap, which is cool. I was looking at these, and they had, individual prices. Like this was like, $4 or whatever it was, and then there was, different, obviously variations. Nothing was more than $5. But I'm looking through them, and I'm pulling these out. I'm like, it's kind of worth it. I really need that one, and I'm like debating, and I'm looking at it, and looking at other ones, and the guy comes over, and he's like, are you a comic book fan? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I could see you like Amazing Spider-Man. I'm like, yeah, I'm really trying to complete my run. And he's like, how close are you? I'm like, not close at all. I was like, because, and he's like, yeah, he goes, Amazing Spider-Man is going up. He's like, a lot of the back issues, were through the roof. He's like, people were charging, like, insane prices for them. And he's like, I was like, Spider-Man's my favorite hero. We were talking about Spider-Man for like 20 minutes. My fiance was like pissed because her mom and her went in to go get food to stock up my fiance's mom's house. And they came out, and I was still, talking to this guy. And I have this stack, and she comes over, and she's like, are you ready? We gotta go. We got frozen stuff. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, I'm gonna get these. And he's like, all right. He's like, how many you got there? And he counted. He's like, all right. He's like, $5. And I was like, what? He's like, $5. And I was like, for what? Which one? He's like, no. He's like, $5 for all these. And I was like, yeah, but that one's 4. And I was like, this one's 3. I was like, he's like, oh, I know. He's like, but you know what? He's like, I could see you're very passionate about Spider-Man. And he goes, if this helps you get a little closer to your goal, he's like, $5. I was like, Jesus, cool. So for $5, I got all these. Very, very cool. The guy was really nice. His name was Dan. Very cool guy. And he's also like, it's my last day here. He's like, I really didn't sell that much. He's like, but he's like, everyone that's come around didn't have the kind of look in your eye when you were like, oh my God, look at that issue, I know they're not like, really old issues, because he did have a few that were pretty cool, but they were really kind of in rough shape, like 213 he had that I wanted, and that was just really shot. I'm like, But these I needed, so it was really cool for $5. I can't bitch and moan. They're in great shape. It's a lot of books, and the guy was just cool. Yeah. So that's it for my books. I showed off all the stuff that I had. Talked about some things. Very long video. I apologize, but like I said, there was a lot to go over. So yeah, fun times. Again, I really appreciate everyone, wanting me to come back. It means a lot to me that people actually care about my videos, that I actually, that my videos are enjoyable. Like, I don't think they are. I'm like, I just make them to make them because I like making them. I like being in this community. It means a lot to me, and I love to talk about comics and stuff like that. I did get 2 questions, which I'm gonna try to answer really quick. I know this is long. One person asked, when am I gonna start showing more movies? Because I know I said I was gonna show movies and video games, stuff like that, and I kind of haven't kept to my word. I apologize. Like I said, it's been hectic. But I will be showing some movies, some things. Like, I haven't really bought anything lately, but I've seen a lot, so I might start discussing that. I got Superman coming up, the movie. Today is actually, what the hell day is today? Today is Wednesday, 2 a.m. So it's comic book day. I don't know if I'm going to actually pick up anything today. I think I might pick it up on Friday because I want to hang out with my dad a little while he's in the hospital and stuff like that. But with the pull list, it's cool. They can hang on to my stuff. I told them I'd pick them up Saturday the latest, whenever, so that's pretty cool. And plus, like I know I said I'm coming back on Thursday, which is when I'm going to air this, because I just didn't think I'm going to have time to make a video, for that day. So I figured I'd do it ahead of time, and a man of my word. But anyway, so yeah, that's coming around. I'm going to do some different things here and there now that I'm back. And one of the questions I had gotten really quick was something about when do you think it's time to drop a title? Like, when would you drop a title? What's a good time? How many issues should you read before you drop a title? Quite honestly, it's up to you. It really comes down to what you like. I mean, certain titles I've read after the first issue, I thought it sucked, so I didn't pick up the rest of them. Mostly, I give them to either 5 or number 7, and then I decide, I'm like, is it really worth it? Sometimes up to 10, I'll give it to them and I'll see if it's good before if I want to drop it or keep it. That's just me. But it's all personal preference. It really is. Like, it depends on if you like the book, keep getting it. If you don't like the book, stop getting it. Usually when a crusty issue comes out, like say you started like I said, like A vs. X, I love them. I got one bad issue, and I'm like, all the ones before it were cool, and then the ones after that were cool. So usually if you get a crusty issue, if you're starting from like number 1, you're working your way up, and you get an issue you don't like, give it one more issue. And if you don't like that next issue, then it's time to decide whether or not you want to keep it or not, want to spend your money. But that's it. Showed a lot of stuff, went over a lot of things. Did everything I could here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you stuck through the long haul. If you did, bless you. Bless you all. So thanks again for wanting me to come back and watch my stuff. It does mean a lot. I really appreciate it. And it's not the size you make here that matters. It's what you have in it. Later.